How does Donald Trump view the world? Donald Trump faces the same problem every single US president faces. To go back to Kennedy's book in 1987, all great powers fall. The question then is not really if American power will decline, but when it will decline and how it will decline. The number one thing, therefore, driving Donald Trump is an attempt to counter the threat posed by China to United States supremacy around the world. You can go through the US national security strategy, which is divided up into geographical regions, and they may not explicitly mention China, but it's all about stopping China. To illustrate this, look at Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which from Trump's perspective is nothing more than a war of inconvenience. So why do I say this? Well, he could have chosen, let's just say, option A, get together with like-minded liberal European states, fellow democratic states, not just in Europe, but around the world, to counter the threat posed by illiberal states such as China and Russia. But he didn't choose this option, did he? He's chosen option B. Try and get into bed with Vladimir Putin, not literally, I don't think, in order to counter the threat posed by Xi Jinping and China. The hostility shown towards Europe in the US national security strategy clearly implies he'd happily sell Europe down the river. But there's just one problem which he acknowledges in the strategy itself, that it's economically too valuable to the United States of America. The outcome has been a rather calamitous and incoherent foreign policy. At times he sides with Putin, at times he sides with European powers and Zelensky, all the time trying to be this sort of gangster that makes an offer they can't refuse, but he doesn't have what either side wants. Overall, it seems fair to say that Trump's policies have been counterproductive, as they've actually pushed Putin and Xi Jinping closer together, but the hostility towards Europe and countries such as India has actually seen Modi come closer together with Putin and Xi Jinping. As we look back then at 2025, if it was a boxing match between the heavyweights of Xi Jinping and President Trump, it seems fair to say that Xi Jinping has won this round.